The Equality Utah group in St. George got together Wednesday to officially unveil their new billboard and to be part of Southern Utah history. Equality Utah field coordinator in Southern Utah, Linda Stay, says the sign is very significant.
Part of that is because it brings them a little dignity. It says, I matter, and it shows people that we care about you and we care about your rights and protections, and we want you to have equal access to those, just like everybody else, So that's why this sign is so significant.
The group Equality Utah was founded in 2001, but it didn't arrive to Southern Utah until this year. It is comprised of 3 organizations sharing one single vision and a mission: to secure equal rights and protections for Utahns and their families.
What we like to think of is LGBTS, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and straight people, which means everybody. We should all have the same rights. And what we're focusing on right now is same housing rights and employment rights, which means that you can't be terminated from your employment based on gender identity or sexual orientation, kicked out of your housing. And those are 2 goals that are well within grasp. I mean, they're easy to accomplish. And I think that one thing that Utahns all share is the motto, love one another, I think. So I think that's one thing all Utahns can get behind.
Sun News hit the streets of St. George to hear what the community has to say about the billboard and their feelings toward Equality Utah coming to this area.
I think it's extremely tasteful, and I think they have a right to put it up, and I really appreciate that they've made it tasteful, and it's inoffensive. It's not going to affect, or if it shouldn't offend anybody, and it's not explicit for children, unlike a lot of billboards that are all over Vegas that just have to do with even just sex in general and other things. They're very offensive. So I think it's a good thing, and they have a right to put it up there.
I don't have a problem with it. I think that it makes its point. It doesn't say, look at me, look at me. It's just, they're just trying to show their side. We have billboards for our religion that tell how we feel and what we would like, and I think that that's what they're trying to portray as well. And I don't see a problem with that. I think it's okay.
It doesn't really bother me because anybody can pay to put a billboard up. They have the right to do that. And the billboard itself is vague enough that it's not offensive to children. There's nothing graphic on it. So I think they have a right to do it. I don't agree with what they're trying to do, but I would never protest the billboard. It's done tastefully.
The First Amendment of the United States Constitution protects the freedom of religion, press, and speech. And Equality Utah says this new billboard is just another way for people to express themselves and protect this right without harming anyone.
Sometimes the weirdest things can come up against you, and you can get discriminated against. It doesn't have to be your sexual orientation or gender or race. They're prejudiced against religions and other things like that. So the whole concept of Equality Utah is all inclusive.
Reporting for Sun News, I'm Stephanie Moreno.